profundo jardín derecho, señores. ¡Ay, ay, 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 ay!
And here's Wilmer Flores. Toward the middle. Crawford shows it right from the glove.
Straight to the hole. I got no chance of ever making my goal. I lost my one soul. I'm gonna burn it.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Hum Baby Baseball channel. And a very weird game today. The Giants pitched very well other than one inning, and that's all the Reds needed. 3-2 the final score. All that matters is the runs, but apparently the Giants pitching through like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 consecutive pretty much perfect innings, and the Reds just couldn't do anything, but the Giants offense couldn't do anything either. And so this is the final score, 3-2. Had to happen. We're going to win it forever. So the road trip continues to be a solid road trip. We are talking about one loss on the trip so far, and we're going to try to continue to play good baseball, but today was an L. We got to take this L, unfortunately, but I want to thank everyone for jumping in here, just getting warmed up here, getting ready here, getting everything set up right now so we can talk about this baseball game. And I want to thank you, everyone, for jumping in. Who do we have? We have Malone Labe, Joe Boyd. They can't lose tomorrow. Well, I wouldn't call it a must win. I mean, Giants are 54-42. Still 12 games over 500. I'm not saying like a loss is ever really acceptable, but it's going to happen. I wouldn't say we're in a must-win position right now here at this point in the season. But yeah, you definitely don't want to lose 2 in a row. Giants have been playing hot. You lose a game, okay, just come back the next day. And you're right, tomorrow would be a very nice way to go ahead and win the series. Malone Labe won't win a lot of games if we forget the past and past performances, Robert. No offense. Please don't ever be a manager. Really should have scored with Matos doubled and Sable singled with no out. Blake Sable did hit a nice opposite field bomb today. Karaoke connection. I wanted to believe in him too. I tried to be patient, but time ran out with me. Now he's got to earn it. A real deal win. Overall stats today for, I assume you're talking about Stripling. Good old Strip. Today he pitched 6 innings, gave up just 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 strikeouts, 1 homer. But Ryan Walker came in, was perfect for 2 innings. Ryan Walker was stellar today. But yeah, I mean, I can't forgive one. It was just one terrible inning from Stripling, but that was one terrible inning. And Benson, of course, with that home run, that was just huge for the Reds right there. All in the 3rd inning with that 3-run 3rd inning. Other than that, the Giants just shut down the Reds after that for 5 straight innings, but the offense couldn't quite do it. They did score a couple. Better than nothing. Mentioned the home run by Sable. Very nice opposite field shot. Also scored a run in the 5th, but it was not enough. 3-2 the final today. The offense is garbage at the worst times. We kind of came through yesterday. The offense overall has been bad lately. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Jock double play killed us. We had bases juiced and no outs and scored 1 run. All bad. That was bad. These are the games you wish Haniger and Estrada were here 100%, and we lose Crawford. Because let's be honest, Crawford in this line, I know now Crawford's not in his prime anymore, but I'd rather have Crawford than VR, who's striking out 3 times today with the hat trick. If he didn't got hit by a pitch, he might have gone for the freaking golden sombrero today. We would have been able to play a little bit of a golden sombrero music. But as is, VR strikes out 3 times in 3 at-bats. David VR is our replacement for Crawford right now. I'm sorry, he's hitting 155 going back to his earlier stints with the team this year. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, dude. I don't think VR is the answer. Let's throw someone else on the 40-man, bring him up, give him a chance. I'm not against DFA and VR and hoping that he passes through waivers so we can stash him in AAA. But if some other team claims him, so be it. Wisely, tough day today for Wisely. He did get on base via the walk. He kind of chased some pitches that he doesn't usually do. He didn't look too comfortable up there. Got to give a shout out to the Reds pitching. Sims is nasty. The Giants had some good swings off him, but Ashcraft today, 6 good innings. So, it is what it is, man. We're not going to win every single day. Ashcraft does get the win, Stripling the loss, and Diaz with his 27th save of the season. We all like Jock, but my dude is hitting 230 with less than 10 homers. Yeah, he feels like he's been in a little bit of a home run slump. Haven't seen Jock hit a home run for some time now. Malone, that's baseball. I have seen teams score 5 runs with 2 outs and nobody on base. They should have won today. The Reds played terrible. They only got 3 runs. The Giants could have scored more than 2. It could have, should have, would have, didn't. I tried, and it just didn't happen today. Even if we are buyers at the trade list, I say trade Jock and bolster our farm. Even with his performance, his name alone, people will want. Yeah, I mean, but you never know. He didn't get hot either last year. He tends to get hot. He kind of gets cold in the middle of the year. Around now, he'll get hot again sometimes in September. So I'm a little bit hesitant to trade Jock right now. I mean, I'm still thinking about the playoffs. Let's not just ignore everything that's just happened. Giants have been hot. 54-42. One little loss ain't changing nothing. I'll give a pass on rookies, but guys like Jock and VR need to come through. It's other players' turn right now for the home runs. I believe Jock's turn will come eventually. Oh yeah, Jock's coming through. Postseason, I just look at stats. Dude hit 240 in the postseason altogether. Yeah, I mean, he's never been a batting average dude. I'm way back in the chat. I apologize. I'm so far behind in the chat. Let me jump ahead to the super chat. $2 from Tommy Hugsley. Dumbly is horrible, and VR is a bust. Yeah, I mean, VR he was an 11th round pick, so it's not like he was a high round draft pick, but he got drafted out of South Florida University, which is the same school that Shane McClanahan went to. We ended up drafting VR in like the 11th round. Don't quote me on this. I think that's the case. And he just raked throughout the minor leagues, and he earned his way to the big leagues. I totally agree, giving him a shot, but this year's just been terrible. If you can't do it, you can't do it, dude. You can't do it, you can't do it. No membresías today, Alfredo Mena. No membresías. No puedo hacer membresías en este día, pero quizás mañana. Vamos a ver. It's been a good series for us, but we Giants fans accept excellence every single game. No exceptions. No exceptions. Don't want to split. Brady Domina. VR needs off. Yeah, I strip. Yeah, VR. Hey, that's just my opinion. Like VR isn't it? Which hurts to say. I like him a lot too. I think we've given him a long enough sample size, and I think maybe membresías. Maybe we need to think about someone else. I know that we already have Luciano on the 40-man, but if we look at the 40-man roster right now, and maybe it was, rushing to, I'm not sure if Isan Diaz is hurt or whatever, but I'd rather bring up Isan Diaz. Marco Luciano, I know they're probably not ready to give him a shot just yet. And then there's VR right there. Crawford's now on the IL. Luis Gonzalez is on the IL. Mitch Haniger's on the IL. Perez is out for the season. Sapucky is hurt. Cole Waits is hurt. We're going to have to wait a long-ass time before we see him again. Luke Jackson is even hurt. Luke Jackson was big for us, and he was pitching pretty well. Brebbia, I haven't seen Brebbia for a while because he's hurt. Yeah, I agree with bringing up Tristan Beck. And these are just guys on our 40-man. But there's other options, man. I mean, I don't think he's working. I don't care who you pick. Some of these guys will love a shot in the big leagues. Tyler Fitzgerald. Ronald Guzman was a big prospect with the Rangers for a while. Of course, Ford Proctor. We know about Ford Proctor. Will Wilson. Unfortunately, some of these guys haven't been hitting that well in the minor leagues. But, hey, man, might as well bring them up. Hey, striking out every time a beer. Will Wilson, you never know. Some guys translate. Some guys get to the big leagues and they rake. You never know. And Will Wilson's a kind of hitter who I don't see him coming up and just completely sucking, but I don't know, man. I just don't think I'm kind of done with VR. I'm kind of ready to move on from VR, or at least take him off the 40-man, hope he passes through waivers, and throw him in there. Armando Alvarez. He might need to gain a little weight. Looks a little bit gaunt a little bit. Anyway, he's hitting 313. So, hey, maybe this dude deserves a shot. I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. 313. Let's freaking go. Tommy Hugsley. Oh, you like VR? Yeah, I mean, hey, man, VR, I love him in the River Cats uniform, but he just hasn't done it this year on the Giants. And maybe, I mean, obviously you're right, the Calliope connection, because the Giants I haven't cut him loose yet. I'm just saying, I'm ready to give someone else a shot. That's all. I wish we could keep him. I wish we could simply take him off the 40-man and not have to put him through waivers. Yeah, Will Wilson is better than VR. Due to 6 foot 200 pounds, I'm just going based on the picture. Okay, obviously, it's a joke. I don't want the guy to get out of shape. Gain 100 pounds. He's probably perfect shape. The picture made him look a little bit skinny there, but it's obviously a joke. Marco Luciano, of course, we will see him soon, and honestly, he would perform better. The way that prospects have done when they've come up, I don't want to rush the kid, but what's his name? Patrick Bailey wasn't in AAA that long. Patrick Bailey was in AAA, not even a month before we called him up, and he tore it up. So, hey, Luciano's been in the system for a long time. Luciano's been in the system since the 80s. It's time to give this dude a shot. Let's freaking go, okay? Let's give this kid a shot right here. It's time for It's Luciano time. It's Marco Luciano time. Marco Luciano time. Marco Luciano. Marco Luciano in a baseball bat. Marco Luciano in a baseball bat. Back to the chat. What do you consider a quality start for a pitcher? Oh yeah, you give us 5 innings, 6 innings, giving up 3 or less runs. That's a quality start. Doesn't mean you're gonna get the win, but it's a quality start. Bart is quadruple A. Joe Boyd. Yeah, VR. Look, man. I mean, I think either pitchers have figured him out. Something is going on. He's got some kind of a weakness. I don't know what it is, but I'm just looking at some options here. This is just AAA. Obviously, there's also the Richmond Flying Squirrels. And let's see who we got down there. Because Giants have been known to pull from AA. Donovan Walton. Oh, man, how the mighty have fallen. Donovan Walton's all the way down in AA now. Shane Matheny got demoted. Whoa, what the freak is that? Holy Moses, that scared the heck out of me. Shane Matheny got sent down. Jimmy Glowinski. We need to start moving. We need to think about Jimmy Glowinski. That was a 2020 draft pick. He hasn't been moving to the minors too quickly as much as I thought. Logan Wyatt, too. He's been a slow mover through the minor leagues. Hunter Bishop's a lot of injuries. Vaughn Brown is a big power hitter, part of the Giants' future. And some other guys here as well. Carter Aldretti. Y'all remember Aldretti from the 80s? We used to have Mike Aldretti. I don't know if he's related. Mike Aldretti. Mike Aldretti. That's a blast. That's a name I've not heard in a long time. A long time. Matt Frisbee still around? Holy cow. But yeah, I mean, we have options, guys. We have options. But we're going to get back to the game here in a second. But Matt Frisbee, we drafted him in the 2018. Still hasn't made his way to the big leagues. What is going on? Back to the game today. 3-2 the final score. The Reds do win it. Was going to happen sooner or later. Teletubbies, Machines of God. How long does Sable have to be on this team to be not shipped to the Pirates or sent down? He did hit a home run today. But to answer the question, he has to be on the team all season long. Por favor, foto Marco con Ericam baby. Why you want? I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can. I'm going to be going to a River Cats game, maybe later here in the next few 2-3 weeks, maybe. So I'm going to try my best, Logan, but I can't promise you that. All I can get is a photo with with a random dude who just happens to be available. You know, you can't really pick and choose. He was fine. Wasn't that great, though. I think Stripling had a quality start today because he just had one rough inning, gave up 3 runs. Other than that, he was freaking lights out. The Giants offense wasn't there. Just wasn't there to back him up today. What's up, Haley Katz? So the offense was non-existent on both sides. Look, the Reds went 4 for 28 today. They went 4 for 28. They had 4 hits. Only struck out 4 times. Giants struck out 7, which is actually not too bad for the Giants. 3 of those are VR. But injuries, man, the injury bug has been bad this year. The fact that the Giants are 54-42 and have been hot until today's loss, despite all these injuries, I mean, we're falling like flies and we just keep winning. So, I mean, everyone in this lineup practically has either been hurt or is hurt. Everyone in our regular lineup. This ain't our regular lineup. We're not supposed to have Brett Wisely. I love Brett Wisely. He ain't supposed to be in our lineup. He's supposed to be a utility dude or in AAA. VR is not even supposed to be in the lineup right now. He kind of fell out of favor for some other guys. Well, we got to put him in there. Matos, even though I love Matos and he's a part of our future, not necessarily supposed to be in the lineup. We have no choice. Everyone's hurt. Everyone's hurt right now. So we're injured and we're still doing pretty good. Today, I mean, it really feels like this should have been a win. I feel like the Giants hit the ball better. We got better wood on the ball. It's just the Reds in that one inning, it's all about runs in baseball. Giants did get more hits. We out-hit the Reds. I thought the pitchers looked better all in all than the Reds, but doesn't matter. It's all about the final score, and the Giants lost the game. But we'll be back tomorrow for one more against the Cincinnati Reds early game. Set your alarm clocks. I believe it's a 9:35 a.m. start. Last time I was up at 9:30, I was in the Army. That's not true. I'm just playing, but I'm typically a late riser. Malone. I hope this game is a springboard for Stripling and he pitches better down the stretch. Oh man, yeah. He looked okay. Give him time. Give him some time. Let's give him some time. 9:30 a.m. start. Okay? Set the alarms. I'm going to be watching the game like this. Let's go, guys. Grand slam by Jock Peterson. Nice hit. But that's how it is for me. 9:30. Now, if the game was at like 7:30, 6:30, simply would not be able to watch it. Joe Boyd. Schmidt, if he cuts down the strikeouts, would improve that draft. Yeah, 100%. Dude, I wake up at 3:30 for work. Tommy Hugsy, you're hardcore like that, okay? We just can't keep up with you. I don't, at 3:30, wow. There's a fire in Oregon has burned 12,765 acres. Really? What's going on in Oregon right now? Oh my gosh. 4-alarm fire tears through old Kmart building. Oh, it's not out in the Is it out in the I kind of assumed you meant it's not going. Is it going through a city? Is it going through Portland? Oh my gosh. 12,765 acres in Oregon. I see what you're talking about. So we're going to go ahead and switch to Hum Baby News. Welcome back to the Hum Baby News channel. And today we're talking fires in Portland. This is some scary stuff. First I've heard of it. Wildfire, and it is tore through an old Kmart building in Northeast Portland. Oh, I don't know if that's the one you're speaking of. It sounded like something even worse what you're talking about, but yeah, really scary stuff right there. I'll check in on that, but hopefully, oh man, I hope everyone's okay. That's all I can say about that. I want a breakfast and morning chores game. Yeah, the only way it would be a game that early. How is that even possible? It would probably have to, as if it takes place in a home game, it's going to be later. So it'd have to take place like in the East Coast. If like a 12:30 game on the East Coast, you might get it like 11:30 start. But I don't think a 9:30 game is possible for you. But I could be tripping because don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Kmart. I remember there used to be a Kmart right down the street where I lived growing up. There was a Kmart. I used to walk there. Eric, does early morning give you PTSD from early mornings in the Army, like waking up at 5 a.m. and running? No, because I don't do it. But if I did, it probably would. Actually, I mean, I do. I take that back. I do wake up sometimes early and go run because there's a running group that I'll run with. And they all usually have it like 6:30, 7 a.m. So not quite 5 a.m. And I don't really get too much PTSD, to be honest, because they're actually nice. You know, the Army's a little different. They're not nice. They're psychopaths. So yeah, but and of course, if I have a race, I have to get up super early, but then I'm pumped up for the race. So I got that extra adrenaline. Fire destroyed the Kmart in Santa Rosa 2017. Something about Kmart's and fires. Weird. Yeah, I've been to Santa Rosa. Santa Rosa. Yeah. I know about that. Don't get me started on the cycling, but I'm a runner. Cars coming, I get out the way. Bicyclists, they think they own the road. They spread out and block me. And I'm driving, trying to get through. Can't get through. Especially Saturday mornings, Sunday mornings. Yeah, those cyclists, man, they take over the road, man. They take over that road, going freaking 5 miles an hour. It's like, hey, excuse me, I'm trying to get through here. I'm a runner. We do, yeah. Cyclist, man, dude. I don't even know what to say to them. I appreciate you out there exercising and everything. Personally, I mean, I have a bicycle, but I don't ride it very often because I'm scared. I'm scared to ride down the street because they ride with the traffic. They ride with the traffic. When I'm running, I'm against it so I can see the car coming, and then I get to the freak side of the road to get off the road. We're a different breed. 100%. Never been a cyclist. Barry Bonds is a cyclist ever since he retired. He got into cycling. I don't know if he's still doing it, but he was into cycling. I personally run half marathons, 10Ks, 5Ks. That's my sport of choice besides baseball, of course. Did I say that? I mean, I wasn't pissed about it. It was part of the deal. It wasn't so much having to get up and run. As it is just having a million other things, like I always say, man, just talking about it. Yeah, it's not a good thing. It's changed though. I hear now, if they yell at you, I heard something about like in basic training now, like when I was in basic training, they come with the trash can, bam, bam, get your mother effing cussing, screaming at you. It was hardcore. It's been 20 years, plus. Nowadays, I believe I heard that they come in to wake you up. There's a little snooze button, and if the soldier hits a snooze button, the drill sergeant has to let them sleep another hour. That's where we're at, ladies and gents. So it may be like a country club now. I can't tell you, but I'd still say talk to me before joining. Talk to me before joining, just in case I'm wrong. The trash can. What? Open high expectation. No, I just expect it to be bomb. No pun intended. I expect it to be bomb. Maybe a little pun intended. They've gone from full-on hardcore to full-on softcore. Like you can, I think that, I don't know. Maybe it's an exaggeration, but it seems much softer and much easier now, which I don't totally agree with. I mean, I agree. I think the basic training should be hard. But once you get to your unit, you can't just, treat people like crap 24 hours a day. I mean, at some point, people are just going to be like, just do what I did and get out. They're going to be like, well, I'm getting out. They could have had me in. If you treat people like human beings halfway, maybe I would have stayed in. Jonathan, what's going on? Did you watch? No. Not yet. We will get to that one. Pumped about Oppenheimer. Yeah. Oh, huge World War II buff. Oh, gotta love it. Love that. I studied I studied all the wars, not all the wars, but I was big into Civil War. Read several books on the Civil War. I read a few on World War II, a couple on World War I. But yeah, big history buff too. Of course, we can't capitalize on the frauders losing. You know what? They didn't capitalize on us losing either. So it's just another day. And, it's a long season, 162. You win some, you lose some. Today we lost. But let's go through the scores today. And in Major League Baseball, the Nationals are down 2-1 to the Cubbies. The Tigers are up 3-2 over the Royals in the 8th. It's tied up zip, Minnesota, Seattle. We have a 5-7 score. The Pirates beat the Cleveland Guardians. And the Orioles, as mentioned, beat the Dodgers 8-5. Texas Rangers keep on winning 5-1 over the Rays. Right now, Rangers, Bruce Bochy, dude, it's all about it. He's amazing here. 4-1, Houston Astros over Colorado, so that's good news. A 6-5, Oakland A's beat the Red Sox. I don't, hey, A's ain't that. A's 27-71. That's terrible, okay? But the A's beat the Red Sox today. So, hey, at least we're not the Red Sox. 5-3 Milwaukee. We will be playing the A's. We're about to play the A's. We're about to play the A's, so get ready. It's coming up July 25th and 26th. So our next homestand will be against the Oakland A's. Hope y'all are ready. But the Padres beat the Blue Jays 2-0, so that's not good. Also, the Angels 7-3 over the Yankees. The Yankees lose, and the Mets beat the White Sox 5-1. So many games. And they want to do expansion. I don't think we can do expansion, man. I think enough teams. Don't you think 30 is enough? How many teams are we going to get? How many freaking teams are we going to get? Put a team in Portland, put a team in Mexico City. We're going to put a team in Nashville. We're going to put a freaking team back in Montreal. We're going to have like 38, 30, 40 teams. Come on now. Enough is enough. But no. What were we talking about again? Is Oppenheimer supposed to be good? It's supposed to be. Supposed to. I ain't worried about the Dodgers. Focus on wild card. How about we focus on winning as many games as possible? And if it falls to the wild card, fine. But I'm going trying for the division. You get a bye, right? I don't even know how the playoffs work anymore. That's hardcore. I'm a hardcore baseball fan. I do 162 post games. I got a channel. I put baseball content, and half the time I don't even know how the playoffs works. They change them all the time. But I believe you get a bye if you're a division winner. Christopher Nolan is a good director. Los Alamos, Malone Water Closet, 40 teams. OKC can have a team. That's okay with me. But I'm just saying, at some point you water down the talent, right? You can't have 60 teams. Because then it's basically AAA. Oh, the best NL team gets a bye. Okay, I see what you're saying. Well, you know what? Let's get it. David Fincher, Christopher Nolan, or Quentin Tarantino, different styled actors. Obviously, David Fincher, I know it wasn't his fault. Didn't he do Alien 3? Alien 3, the monstrosity of that opening scene. Pisses me off. But David Fincher went on to make a lot of great movies. Christopher Nolan is freaking just a rock star. He's awesome. And Quentin Tarantino does whatever the hell he wants, which I appreciate. He's got some amazing movies. Quentin Tarantino might be my favorite, though. He might be my number one, then Nolan, then Fincher, just off the top of my head. But I have to look at their filmography because honestly, like, I don't always remember who directed certain movies. But I know David Fincher is the man. Okay, he's Alien 3. Okay, he did 7. Fight Club. Oh my gosh. Social Network. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Zodiac. I saw that in theaters. I remember that in 2007. Yeah, decent, but yeah, I'll stand by what I said. Yes, Cameron Riddle. What's going on? Winner of NL West will likely be the 2 seed. So yes, a bye. Dude, let's just go for it. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Wild card is a backup plan, in my opinion. Martin Scorsese is number 1. Martin Scorsese is number 1. Period. Nobody will ever beat him, I don't believe. Wait, hold on. You did Casino and Goodfellas and The Irishman? What? I don't think he has any bad movies. I could be wrong. He's got a new one coming out. Wolf of Wall Street is I freaking love. Shutter Island is amazing. The Departed is awesome. Raging Bull, Casino, Gangs of New York, The Aviator. The Aviator is probably one of my least favorite, and it's still pretty damn good. No, he's a straight up genius. Martin Scorsese is freaking genius. So there you go. You know, but I love gangster movies. Like I mentioned the other day, I love John Gotti with John Travolta, and it's not considered a good movie. Maybe I just got a thing for gangster movies. But Scorsese is the best. Scorsese is the best. That is what I got to say. Let's freaking just go out and turn this around. There ain't nothing to turn around. Giants been hot. We had a little slow day today. Slow day at the office. Slow day at the office. And we're going to get on. Sorry, my chair was running over some wires. But it is what it is, ladies and gents. I hope that we can get this a new winning streak tomorrow. And like I said, every time we win 10 in a row, I'm dropping 10 gifted. 10 in a row for 10 gifted. So let's make it happen, ladies and gentlemen. We are at 31 minutes, 36 seconds for the post-game player of the game today. You know what? Put your guy in the chat. I won't be mad at you if you take Stripling. Other than one inning, he pitched well. Personally, I'm going to take Blake Sabo for the opposite field shot, trying to get us back in it. He's been just a great Rule 5 guy for us. He does have to finish the season. I think that we're going to hang on to him. I don't see us DFAing him. He would have to go into some kind of insane slump. So put your guy in the chat. Who you taking for today's game? Very weird game. Very weird game. Sometimes a person with good reputation suddenly disappoints. I hate when that happens. It does happen, People have a bad day at the office, even good directors. Yet Mitch Haniger, or AKA Hamburger, do miss Hamburger. We need him back ASAP. But Sabo, for me, I think Sabo has been, if you'd have asked me coming out of spring training, I was high on Sabo. I was like, man, this guy's awesome. But at that point, I kind of learned not to get overly excited from a great spring training. We see it time and time again. Somebody makes the team inevitably. Every year, somebody tears it up in spring training, makes the team, and they're usually DFA'd by July. If you'd have asked me, would he still be on this team July 19th? I'd have said probably not. But I'm still excited to find out. I would have been dead wrong. Here he is, and he still continues to do it well. Okay. Why you keep what don't you understand? That I don't know how to play my own songs. Jesus freaking. People who couldn't wait for the end and see it happen. Banded, left stranded, we were never gonna leave you. Rebranded, expanded, and there's no one left to watch. We can't understand it, can't grasp it, but I guess money talks louder than we do. Oh, you left us abandoned. Oh, you left us abandoned. Oh, you left us abandoned. You left us abandoned. That's the best I can do on short notice. I can't really remember how the song goes, but I do have it on demo. So it'll be on the new record whenever the new record comes out. Whenever the new record comes out. So here's what it is, ladies and gents. Hope everyone is doing quite well. Thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it. Oliver Stone, not a huge Oliver Stone fan, but he's okay. I don't know from the beginning what I did. What did I just say? Flores fan, Inglorious Bastards, required multiple actors could speak multiple languages, excellent acting, excellent direction. Yeah, that movie's crazy. I like that one. Yeah, Tarantino. You guys know your film. I gotta appreciate that. I'm sorry, I gotta practice the verses. I wrote that song in one day, recorded the demo one day, I put it out, and ever since then you've been asking for it. I've only ever played that song one day, and that's the day I wrote it and recorded it. And the purpose of recording the demo is so I don't forget it whenever I come back to do it. But yeah, man, I thought it was okay. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Yeah, One Headlights of Wallflowers. I played that the other day. Did you not hear me play the other day, Christopher Byers? Or are you requesting it a second time? I don't have a pick or anything. I'm just using my fingers here. Just using the fingers, ladies and gents. So long ago, I don't remember when. That's when they say I lost my only friend. They said she died easy of a broken heart disease as I listened to cemetery trees. I seen the sun coming up at the funeral at dawn, the long broken art of human law. Always seemed such a way, she always had a pretty face. I wondered why she hung around this place. Hey, come on, try a little. Nothing is forever. There's got to be something better than in the middle. Me and Cinderella, we'll put it all together. We can drive it home. One headlight. There it is. One headlight per request. Got kicked off by low battery phone charger garbage. Missed it second time. Did you hear it this time? Jackson FXNN, you walked into a request. Bed knobs and broomsticks. That's a classic. I've never had a freaking subscriber behave like this. Never. Not one time. But hey, tough loss today. We're going to get this one, though. I do appreciate everyone being here today. Thank you guys so much. Christopher Byers with the $2 super chat. Oh, man, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That is for the request. Oh, you don't have to do that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that so much. That is very kind. Thank you for the stream. I thank you and everyone else for being here. It has been a very nice streak right now. Giants are hot. We're getting it done. Tough game, but we're going to be all right. Okay? We're going to be just fine. So thank you guys again. And just remember, y'all are awesome. And I do appreciate everybody being here. Let's gonna finish it off tomorrow. We finish it off tomorrow with the freaking sweep. It's jungle out there, disorder and confusion everywhere. No one seems to care. Well, I do. Hey, who's in charge here? It's a jungle out there. Poison in the very air we breathe. You know what's in the water that you drink. Well, I do. It's amazing. People think I'm crazy because I worry all the time. If you paid attention, you'd be worried too. You better pay attention, all the world we love so much. might just kill you. I could be wrong now, but I don't think so, 'cause it's a jungle out there. It's a jungle out there. Thank you all and have a great day.
Batazo profundo, jardín derecho, señores. Ay, 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 ay.
And here's Wilmer Flores toward the middle. Crawford shoves it right from the glove. High drive down the left field line. Out of here.
Damage control, or straight to the hole. I got no chance of ever making my goal. I lost my one soul. I'm going